If you snooze, then you lose. Bleep, 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 bleep goes the alarm as a new day begins. And as you stir from your sleep, you now have a choice to make. Do you get up? Do you get in about the day? Or do you throw your hand out in desperation to hit the snooze button and delay the start of this day? Have you ever asked yourself why you would hit the snooze button in the first place? What is it about your life or that day that you dislike so much that makes you not want to get up and get moving? I'm being serious. There must be something that's creating that resistance which is stopping you from wanting to get up. How long have you been snoozing the alarm for? If it's longer than a few weeks or maybe months, then the chances are that you're in a habit, and you're in a habit of snoozing. And if it's something that you don't want to do anymore, then you're going to have to interrupt that pattern of behaviour and then layer in a new habit of getting up straight away in the morning. So this message is for those of you that want to change and are fed up being a snoozer loser. And I want to help you by sharing some new tactics that you can apply. Point to note with this, I've been getting up early in the morning since around 2011, 2012. It first started with me joining the 5am club, the Entrepreneurs Club as it's called. And now, I'm up between 2 and 3am every morning, every single day. And the advice that I'm about to share is how I was able to create that habit. So let's think a bit more into this. Like if you're aware that snoozing the alarm is annoying you, and you want to change it, that means that there's been a problem identified in your life. And as self-awareness is the start of every transformation, then applying new tactics will help you to start making progress to achieving positive change. So the first thing you can do is get into a better nighttime routine. If you're not in a nighttime routine, or you don't have a nighttime routine, then obviously the first thing you're going to need to do is to create a nighttime routine. And what type of things should be in a nighttime routine? Well, the first thing you should do is to pay close attention to your sleep hygiene. Some of you may be thinking, what's sleep hygiene? Well, it refers to healthy habits, behaviours and environmental factors that can be adjusted to help you have a better night's sleep. Some sleeping problems are often caused by bad sleep habits, reinforced over years or even decades. We've talked about this earlier on with snoozing the alarm. But let's look at how you can improve your sleep hygiene. First and foremost, be consistent. So, be consistent at going to bed at the same time each night and getting up at the same time every morning, including the weekends. Make sure your bedroom is quiet, dark, relaxing and at a comfortable temperature. Where possible, remove electronic devices such as TVs, computers, smartphones from the bedroom. A mindset tip that I used way back in the day when I was starting to progress this myself was before I set the alarm at night, I started to monitor my thoughts. I was actually writing down what I thought while I set the alarm, so that I could kind of monitor my self-chat. And what I realised was that it was quite disempowering, the thoughts I was thinking as I set the alarm. It was more about what I had to do instead of what I got to do. So I fixed that, and how I fixed it was by setting an intention. It was a positive intention, and it was based around how I wanted to feel and what I wanted to experience for the next day. So for me at that time, developing a morning habit of physical activity first thing in the morning was really important to me. So what I would say to myself as I was setting the alarm was, I'm really excited about my early rise tomorrow because I get to work on my physical fitness. And for me, my morning routine and my daily movement practice was the pull towards pleasure that I used to make it more exciting. Because see, I believe that exercise is the stairway to the higher self, and I love feeling alert, alive and energetic. So for me, that was an easy fix. I made my exercise routine be the pull towards the pleasure of feeling energetic, feeling alive, and feeling switched on to get me to get out of bed and to get moving. I started to have to develop the physical act of getting up. So see, when your alarm goes off, don't think, just move. Just say to yourself, feet on the floor and move. And by the time you've been to the restroom, brushed your teeth and drank some water, you'll be more awake. Better still, you'll have had the first win of the day. And see, the first day that you get up, the first day you don't snooze the alarm, that's you winning. You've won. The scoreboard says 1-0. 1-0 to you, or 1 to you and 0 to the bad habit. The next driver is to stack those wins, to start to develop consistency. Does that mean you're going to be perfect at it every single day? Well, of course it doesn't, because that's not realistic. But setting the intention and applying yourself and stacking the wins so that it becomes more of a daily, consistent habit is where you're going to overcome this obstacle. And before you know it, with practice and patience and a bit of time, snoozing the alarm is going to be a thing of the past. Consistency and discipline are skills that need to be practiced. You need to apply desire, determination and diligence. Daily practice will deliver permanent change. Practice makes permanent. It's not always going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it. And I promise you'll have a much more productive day and days. And you'll have more time to work on the projects that matter most to you. The things that you want to develop, the things you want to get better at, the goals that you want to achieve. Remember, when you win the morning, you own the day. Until the next time, dream, believe, achieve.